Namaskar. In a short while from now, we will be having the chief guest for the function. I again request all of you to put your mobile either in switch off mode or in silent mode. Thank you.
कैमरा के अंदर रहता है नहीं ऐसे पूछ रहा हूं मैं
I request all the dignitaries to be seated on the dais, please. Sir. Thank you, sir. नास्ति विद्यासमो बंधुर्नास्ति विद्यासम सुहृतः नास्ति विद्यासम वित्तम नास्ति विद्यासम सुखम। किसी के लिए विद्या के समान बंधु नहीं होता, किसी के लिए विद्या के समान सुहृद नहीं होता, धन के समान विद्या नहीं होती, सुख के समान विद्या नहीं होती। Namaskar. I, on behalf of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Institute of Technology, heartily welcome our chief guest, Professor K.K. Agrawal, President, South Asian University and former National Board of Accreditation, NBA Chairman, Government of India. Our guest of honor, Dr. Makrand Madhav Gangrekar, Director, NIT Puducherry and Professor, IIT Kharagpur. Our chief patron, Shri L. Kumar, IAS, Secretary, Higher Education, Andaman and Nicobar Administration. Dr. O.M. Paul, Associate Professor, University of Delhi. Distinguished guests, senior officials from various departments of Government of India and Andaman and Nicobar Administration, eminent speakers, fellow researchers, delegates, academicians and engineers from eminent institutions and organizations, students, all media personnel, and all present here in this inaugural session of this International Conference on Computational Intelligence for Security, Communication and Sustainable Development. It's our immense pleasure and privilege to extend a warm welcome to all of you to this prestigious international conference. We gather here today at a pivotal juncture in human history where the convergence of technology and societal challenges demands innovative solutions. This conference serves as a beacon of hope, illuminating the path towards a secure, connected, and sustainable future through the power of computational intelligence. We are honored to have a distinguished gathering of experts from around the globe whose contributions to the field have been instrumental in shaping its trajectory. Your presence here enriches our intellectual discourse and inspires us to push the boundaries of knowledge. As our tradition, we will do the Shubharambh of our conference by lighting the traditional lamp. I humbly request all the dignitaries on the dais to kindly light the auspicious lamp to inaugurate this event. Please, sir. असतोमा सद्गमया तमसोमा ज्योतिर्गमया मृत्युर्मा अमृतम गमया.
Little zoom. Slowly, 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 slowly. Ruko, ruko, ruko. Now zoom. Yeah, hold, hold.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I request our principal in charge, Dr. Alva Sundaram, to welcome the gathering. Principal in charge, debrief.
Good morning, everybody. I, on behalf of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Institute of Technology, welcome distinguished guest. I welcome our today's chief guest, Professor K.K. Agarwal, President, South Asian University and former NBA Chairman, Government of India. I also welcome today guest of honor and keynote speaker, Dr. Madharan Madhav Gangrekar, Director, NIT Puducherry, and also welcome Chief Patron, Sri L. Kumar, IAS, Secretary, Higher Education, AN Administration, and today keynote speaker, Dr. Ompal, Associate Professor, University of Delhi. I also welcome the delegates from government departments, Chamber of Commerce, media esteemed colleagues, and fellow researchers and dear students to the inaugural session of First International Conference on Computational Intelligence for Security Communication and Sustainable Development. I am happy to inform that such a conference under the prestigious banner of IEEE Computer Society as a publishing partner is being held for the first time in the islands. This conference provides a unique platform for researchers, practitioners, and industry experts to share their knowledge, insights, and experience. Through engaging discussion, thought-provoking presentations, and collaborative interactions, we aim to foster a vibrant intellectual environment that will inspire groundbreaking research and innovative applications. I extend my sincere gratitude to the organizing committee, the publishing partner, and all the participants for their invaluable contribution to making this conference a reality.
This conference will provide a great platform for everyone to exchange new ideas, build new connections, roadmaps for future discoveries. With these words, I wish all the best and great success. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. So your input will indeed encourage all the participants to engage in thought-provoking discussions, build new collaborations, and explore innovative solutions. I now request our Chief Patron, Shri L. Kumar, IAS, Secretary, Higher Education, Andaman and Nicobar Administration, to address all of us. Sir, please.
Good morning to all. Distinguished guest on dais, Chief Guest Professor K.K. Agarwal, President, South Asian University. Guest of Honor, Dr. Makarand Madhav Gangrekar, Director, National Institute of Technology, Puducherry, and Dr. Om Paul, Associate Professor, University of Delhi, and Dr. V. Alagasundaram, Principal in charge of debate, faculty, and my dear students. I'm very happy to be part of such a remarkable gathering where minds from around the globe will come together to share knowledge, exchange ideas, and forge new paths in computational intelligence for security, communication, and sustainable development. More than 250 participants will be attending the conference, including engineers, academicians, and scientists, as well as delegates from local industries and students of higher educational institutions, as well as researchers from around the globe, to discuss advancements and innovations in computational intelligence, particularly in the domain of information security, communication applications, and sustainable development. I'm sure the program is designed to offer all participants and presenters a rich tapestry of knowledge and insights, featuring keynote addresses from renowned experts and with interactive discussions. I encourage you to take full advantage of these opportunities to network, collaborate, and expand your horizons. All the accepted purpose of the proceedings of the conference will be published in IEEE conference proceeding in IEE Explore indexed in Scopus. A total of 232 papers were submitted, of which 60 were accepted, keeping the standards high. Under the guidance of Professor K.K. Agarwal and Dr. Makarand Madhav Gangrekar, Director NIT Puducherry, which is also the Mentor Institute of Deep Bright, this is just a starting, and we will have many more milestones to achieve. I congratulate the entire team of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Institute of Technology in association with IEEE CPS for organizing the first international conference on computational intelligence for security communications and sustainable development on 5th and 6th of August 2024. Under the prestigious publication banner of IEEE, published in IEEE Explore and indexed in Scopus. Let us embark on this journey together with curiosity and openness, and may our collective efforts lead to meaningful advancements in these advanced fields. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Your guidance, motivation, and leadership has helped us to reach our targets, and we will continue to work to reach new heights under your leadership. We are privileged to have our guest of honor, Professor Makarand Madhav Gangrekar, Director of National Institute of Technology, Puducherry, and Professor in Department of Civil Engineering, IIT Kharagpur. Sir is also Fellow INAE, Member European Academy of Sciences and Arts, and Member American Society for Civil Engineering. Sir has been visiting scientists to Ben Gurion University, Israel, and University of Newcastle upon Tyne, UK, under Marie Curie Fellowship by European Union, and had stint as faculty of various capacities in renowned engineering colleges and research institutes. Sir has been working in the field of anaerobic wastewater treatment, bioenergy recovery during wastewater treatment using microbial fuel, cell, and bioelectrochemical systems. Sir is recognized worldwide in scientific community for his research contribution in the development of bioelectrochemical processes, and his research group stands among the top 3 research labs in the world in terms of scientific publications. The first of its kind, MFC-based on-site toilet waste treatment system, bioelectric toilet, developed by Sir, received wide publicity in electronic and print media. Sir has successfully completed multinational collaborative projects with European countries, and few of the projects are ongoing. Sir has also provided design of industrial wastewater and sewage treatment plants in India and abroad. Sir has been working on setting up wastewater treatment plants to produce reusable quality treated water at affordable cost. At present, Sir is coordinating one such project jointly funded by European Union and Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. Now I request Professor Makarand Madhav Gangrekar, Director of NIT, Puducherry and Professor in Department of Civil Engineering, IIT Kharagpur to address us, please, sir.
Honorable distinguished persons sitting on the dais, Professor K.K. Agrawal, Sri Kumar, Sri Alagu Sumram, Dr. Paul, the esteemed faculty colleagues, fellow visionaries, research scholars, dear students, media personals, very good morning to all of you. Friends, we stand at a critical juncture in the human history where the convergence of technological advancements and environmental challenges are demanding unprecedented solutions. Artificial intelligence, once a dream of science fiction, is now a tangible force of reshaping industries and societies. Today, I want to explore the transformative potentials in AI in addressing the pressing issues of the sustainability. I, being a person working in the sustainability and circular economy, I am more close to that rather than the other two themes, security and other applications of AI. So basically, what is a sustainable development? A sustainable development is a development that meets the need of the present without compromising the ability of the future, so that this planet can be made livable even for generations to come and making them access to all resources which are essential for life. As Mahatma Gandhi has said, the earth has enough resources to meet our need, but earth will have a shortage of the resources to meet our greed. So we need to utilize the resources available judiciously. And I feel AI can play a key role there by addressing and providing solutions for many complex issues that humankind is facing right now. The AI applications could bring solutions for climate change and modeling and the predictions which we are facing now, extreme weather conditions we are all noticing. If we watch the news, excessive rain, high intensity rain, flooding that is occurring in many of the cities. AI-powered climate change model can catalyze the vast data sets and predict the weather pattern, and early warning systems can be developed, disaster can be better managed by using AI. This knowledge empowers policymakers and communities to develop effective mitigation strategies to protect the human life. AI has immense application in renewable energy optimization as well. The algorithm can optimize the performance of solar and wind farms when multiple sources are used, such as fuel cells, solar, wind, thermal, and many other, tidal. So AI can really optimize its application and can bring a solution to reduce the capital cost as well as operating cost of the renewable energy resources. It has immense application even in precision agriculture, where more than 30% of the crops that we grow in this country is getting wasted, is not reaching to the public. So use of AI in logistics, use of AI in crop health monitoring, soil health monitoring, and many other issues related to the agriculture can be addressed by obtaining a solution, AI-based solutions to minimize the wastage that is presently occurring. From environmental perspective, AI has again immense application in waste management and recycling. So AI-driven image recognition systems can be developed. It can classify the waste sorting can be done to facilitate effective recycling. AI can optimize even waste collection routes, so the fuel can be minimized, it can minimize the fuel consumption. And also by effective sorting, it will reduce the waste that is getting dumped on the sanitary landfill otherwise. It can have application in the conservative biodiversity also. Healthcare segment, it has immense application for detecting the chronic diseases. We can develop AI to have early warning systems. So precision medicines, precision detection, so all those areas that AI has deeper applications and effective solutions can be obtained. While the potential of AI for sustainability is immense, we must also acknowledge the challenges in front of us. Ensuring data privacy, the ethical considerations, the digital divide are the crucial issues. However, with careful planning and collaboration, the challenges can be overcome. So, to conclude, the AI is not a silver bullet, but it is undoubtedly a powerful tool in our arsenal to combat climate change, to build to facilitate building sustainable future. By harnessing the power of AI responsibly and ethically, we can create a world where technology and nature can coexist harmoniously. Let us embrace this opportunity to shape the greener, more resilient and equitable world for generations to come. So I thank the organizer for making me part of this August gathering and providing opportunity to express my thoughts. I sincerely look forward for the fruitful collaboration between NIT Puducherry and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Institute of Technology, Port Blair, for developing AI-based technology in very near future for benefit of the society and to strengthen sustainable development goals. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. For all your valuable inputs and suggestions, we will definitely work together for a more sustainable future. Now we will have the much awaited memorable event now. I request our chief guest, sir, and all the dignitaries in the dais to unveil the conference proceedings, please. A big round of applause should go for all the researchers who have contributed to this conference. Thank you so much, sir. Congratulations to all the participants. Thank you, sir. It's a great honor for all of us that today we have an eminent, nationally and globally known academician, a visionary, an educationist, a stalwart of engineering education in our country, our chief guest. I take this honor to introduce our chief guest to this conference. Professor K.K. Agrawal is an engineer and professor who has worked in the fields of computer engineering and information technology. Sir is current president of the South Asian University, a university established by SAARC nations since December 2023. Sir is currently also the chairman, Board of Governors of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Institute of Technology, Andaman Nicobar Islands since 2018. Sir was the founder, vice chancellor of the Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University from 1998 to 2008, and founder chancellor of K.R. Mangalam University in Gurgaon from 2013 to 2018. Sir has served as the president of the Computer Society of India from 2007 to 2009 and held the position of the vice president of Southeast Asia Regional Computer Confederation from 2008 to 2009 and then as the president for year afterwards. Sir has also been the chairman of the National Board of Accreditation India from 2018 to 2022 and the chairman of the Board of Governors of Malviya National Institute of Technology, MNIT Jaipur from 2012 to 2015. Sir also has served as Pro-Vice Chancellor of Guru Jambeshwar University, Technical University of Haryana during 1995-1998. Sir was also President of the Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers, IETE, during the period 2002 to 2004. Sir obtained his engineering degree in electronics and communication from Punjab University way back in 1968 and MSc Engineering in advanced electronics from Kurukshetra University in way back 1971. Sir got his doctorate from Kurukshetra University with the thesis on reliability evaluation and optimization. Sir has extensively worked in various fields of electronics and computer engineering and published several papers in reputed journals. Sir has also written books on reliability engineering and software engineering. Sir has been conferred Rajkumar Vashne Award in Systems Theory for the year 2006 by the System Society of India for recognition of his excellent contributions towards reliability analysis of engineering systems. Sir has been conferred the Sir Thomas Ward Memorial Award for his paper entitled Optimizing Handover Performance in Microcellular Systems by the Institution of Engineers. Now I humbly request Sir to address us on this memorable event, our Chief Guest, Professor K.K. Agrawal.
Professor Professor Makarand Madhav from Director NIT Pondicherry, Shri L. Kumar, Secretary Higher Education, Andaman Nicobar Administration, Dr. Ompal, keynote speaker of the day, the principal of DBRAI team, distinguished guests, delegates to the conference, and the two organizers who have put in heart and soul in the conference, Dr. Shrabni Malik and Dr. Shoaib Kamal. The compeer, Dr. Raji, who has been working in the department for quite some time with dedication, and young students. I'm highly excited to be back to DBRAT after several years. I have been visiting this institution reasonably frequently, but then COVID shifted us back so many years and so on and so forth. Friends, first of all, let me convey my heartiest congratulations and compliments to the faculty of this institution for organizing the first ever international conference in this institution. Looking to the institution and the small town of Port Blair and the remote islands, Andaman Nicobar Islands, it's not easy to organize an international conference, and the response they have got, about 250 participants attending this conference offline and online, receiving about 230 plus papers, out of which they accepted about 25-26%, is something remarkable. And as chairman of the board, I put it on record the very strong contributions and dedication and commitment of the faculty of this institution. Friends, DBRAIT as an institution has seen ups and downs. I have heard about this institution when it was a force to reckon with, at least in Andaman Nicobar Islands. There was a time when quite a bit of government depended upon this institution for many facilities, for many tasks to be done. Then there has been a lull period, although the government always stood by the institution strongly, but for reasons beyond the institution and beyond the government, the institution did have a not a very healthy growth for some time. I'm very sure with the latest decision taken by the Government of India to establish the university here by taking all the institutions in Port Blair, it will be a very great day in the history not only of this institution but entire town of Port Blair and Andaman Nicobar Islands. I am eagerly watching the growth of this university and making sure that this will be a great, great comeback. I wish you all the best. Friends, when the process of this university establishment was started, I remember the initial seeds were put in by the then governor, Professor Jagdish Mukhi. When we started this process of establishing a university here, Professor Mukhi himself, being an academician, was keenly interested to have a university here and make sure that this region grows academically. Many people have reservations about the size of the university, about the size of the town, and so on and so forth. Professor Makarand Madhav is here. He has also seen the whole world. There have been universities, the world-class universities from very small towns in the world. It's not the town size which matters for the growth of the university or for the reputation of the university. It is for the people who make the university that the university is built up. It is for the people who join hands to grow the university that the university is built up. So my formal request to the Secretary Higher Education here would be just to make sure that the university is facilitated to grow by having the best people, at least in the country, to come around. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm very sure for the town of Fort Blair, it's easy because we have too many senior persons in the country who are living, just two of them, and they can settle anywhere for at least 4 or 5 years, if not for the life. And that is the place which makes this place very, very potential magnet for attracting those people to spend a couple of years and build this university. I'm sure this model will be put forward to grow this university. As far as this conference is concerned, I think it's a very thematic topic. Computational intelligence for security, communications, and sustainable development. As Dr. Ompal said, I mean, today to imagine sustainable development without computers is something impossible. You just can't. If we are taking for computers for granted, that's a different thing. But imagining sustainable development without the use of computers is impossible. Cybersecurity and communication, of course, are offshoots of the computational growth which has happened in the country, which is going very fast, going very well. I'm a student of computer science, and I know for sure that the subject of computer science is fortunately not very heavily dependent on the town where you are. When I looked at the history of growth of this country, we established all the original historic towns by the banks of the rivers. Why? Because river transport was the only method for, dominant method for communication. And without communication, you can't grow. Then when rail network became very strong, we established many good towns by the size of the stations, which became popular town stations. Cyber pathways, fortunately, is a road network, IT road network, which can cross over any town, any river, any small place, and so on and so forth. Therefore, for the first time in the history, we have a potential to grow without looking to the size of the town, without looking to the location of the town, and that's an opportunity for a place like this. Dr. Ompal, in his address, and Professor Makarand also mentioned innovation. Friends, sustainable development by itself sometimes appears to be a dichotomous contradiction, as if sustainability and development are opposing each other. Unfortunately, that was the perception, and we believed in this And I'm sorry, Professor Makran, most of our engineer fraternity added to this was that we developed without looking to the sustainability angle. And that is where the problem started. We cannot afford to develop without looking into sustainability, but it happened for some time. And now, when sustainability has become a word to be recognized, to be acknowledged, we see many activists who believe in sustainability only and will be happy to stop development. Now that also is another end of the spectrum, which will never do good for this country. We have to learn that sustainability and development coexist, can coexist, will coexist, and will take it together. That is the name of the game which we have to play. We cannot leave either development nor sustainability to chance. And with all my experience, I can say with 100% confidence that it is possible to make both of them coexist equally strongly and making sure that the world is a much better place to live in. In that context, Port Blair will be a very healthy competitor, not only in India, in the whole world, where sustainable development is the need of the hour. We have to develop a lot, and making sure of the sustainability. Otherwise, the Port Blair will lose its positive characteristic by itself. I am aware of some of the very good projects taken up from the small institution, which help the sustainability in the islands, which were a great source of knowledge input to the government to ensure that how sustainable growth can take place. We have to just carry that forward and make sure it happens. Friends, some mention was made about the latest technologies. Artificial intelligence, of course, is something without which today you can't talk about. And I remember I taught artificial intelligence as a course in BTech students about 35, 40 years ago. It's not a new thing. And thereafter, for 30 years, nobody talked about artificial intelligence. People removed it from the curriculum. It was a gone entity. Why? Because artificial intelligence could not prove its worth unless we have very strong data science developed. Unless we had Internet of Things which could collect data from almost everywhere. I was reading the development of an electrical motorbike in the country by two young engineers in the country, and they say we collect 3,000 data points every second. Imagine 3,000 data points every second when the bike is traveling. Now with so much data with you, yes, it has its own problems, that's a different thing, but it gives you so much information to make use of artificial intelligence. Of course, I for one am never happy with the word artificial in the artificial intelligence, because I believe there's nothing artificial about artificial intelligence. And I prefer to call it augmented intelligence of the human being. It's our intelligence which is multiplied, which is supplemented. There's nothing artificial, but somehow the word artificial has got on. But what I'm trying to say is, today artificial intelligence is a great tool because we have too much data to play with and find out and cull out the information which we want to. When the data was not there, where from we could get the information, and therefore subject itself was drawn. So today you talk about artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, augmented reality, virtual reality, or whatever, cyber security, all these technologies are so much dependent on each other, and therefore I say it's collaboration is a very high used word in our national education policy. But I say, as a computer scientist, learn from these technologies, how much they collaborate with each other. If technologies can collaborate with each other to deliver the results, I think that also should be an example for us to understand that we also have to collaborate with each other to deliver the results. Friends, for the last few months, I have been given the responsibility of managing a university, the only international university which is funded and governed by all the 8 SAR countries together. Imagine if you have to handle 2 governments, you run into problems, and I have to manage 8 governments at a time. And that too, several kinds of countries in the SARC at the moment. But the learning which I have got in these 6 months is how to take out the best from the diversity, how to make sure that the diversity is made use of. Talking about sustainability, I have suggested, why can't we learn the coastal management altogether? India has such a big coastline. Maldives is completely coastal. Sri Lanka is completely coastal. Bangladesh has some coastal line. So why can't we do research in coastal disaster management at one point, putting resources, and everybody takes advantage of it? Landslides. We have landslides in Uttarakhand. We have landslides in Himachal. We have landslides in our ghats in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Nepal has landslides. Afghanistan has landslides. So why should everybody be spending on doing research work on landslides? Why not add together? And I believe one day we'll be able to do that. And I have already established a center in the university on climate change, green transition, and sustainability. I'm sure that we will be able to contribute to the sustainable development goals. Friends, you have a very great conference ahead. I've looked at the keynote speakers, very eminent people chosen. While I thank all those eminent keynote speakers, I again compliment the organizers for making sure it is done. Let me assure you, solutions to sustainability will be found, but let me also caution, they will be found only by innovative solutions. The state line solutions, run-of-the-mill solutions will not work towards sustainability. We will have to go out of box to make sure that the sustainability will be taken care of, and we'll make sure that our engineering students and all other students learn some attributes in addition to their subjects. One attribute which I want all of them to learn is risk-taking is a part of life. You cannot be successful unless you have a habit of risk-taking. And I was addressing 2,000 scientists in Vigyan Bhavan in Delhi, and I said, please raise hands, any parent who made sure that his or her child walks, and also ensuring he never falls. No parent can make the child walk if he guarantees that he never falls. But when it comes to academics, we want to make sure we never fail, and therefore we never progress. We will have to give up this habit. Second thing which I feel is very important is we will have to bring inquisitiveness in the young minds. Ask questions. I was reading an interview of a Nobel laureate, Rabi. In 1943, he got Nobel Prize in Physics. And when media people asked him, sir, whom will you give credit for your Nobel Prize? He said, my mother. Media people asked, is your mother a physicist, sir? Is she a scientist? He says, no, my mother doesn't even know what science means, what physics is. They said, then how do you give credit for the Nobel Prize to your mother? He said, whenever children my age used to come back from the school, all the mothers will ask, what did you learn at the school? Which is common, understandable. My mother would ask you, did you ask a good question from a teacher today? My mother had a habit, every day he will ask me when I come back from the school, did you ask a good question from a teacher today? And that prompted me to find a good question every evening before going to the school next morning, which I could ask the teacher, maybe to impress my colleagues, friends, maybe to impress my mother, impress teachers. But that gave me a habit to find out very good questions. And that made me an excellent researcher, which gave me the Nobel Prize today. Friends, in when we find solutions to the problems, knowledge grows, what we call in a linear fashion. Only when we find good questions, knowledge grows in exponential fashion. And therefore, I will, some young students here, I strongly encourage them, have the habit of asking questions. Never feel that you will look foolish to ask questions. Never look bad if you fail. And to the teachers also, I'll say, the world is changing so fast. It is quite okay for a teacher not to know something which a student knows. There is nothing to feel bad about it for the teacher, nothing to feel bad about by the student. It's possible. And I always say, unless I make sure that my next generation knows more than me, how will the word grow? Word can only grow when the teachers ensure that the students know more than them, when the students have become higher level than them. We as senior teachers have to make sure younger teachers are higher than us. Younger teachers have to make sure students are higher than us. Then only the word grows. And I once again thank this small institution for organizing such a great conference, and hope that not only this conference will be a success, but it will act as a threshold for the next level of the growth of the university. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Your guidance, motivation, encouragement, and visionary ideas have always given us the energy and thoughtfulness to strive for higher goals by taking challenges to provide technical and sustainable solutions for real-time problems in this geographically isolated islands. Now I request our principal in charge, Dr. Algusundram, to present mementos as a token of respect to all the dignitaries at the dais. Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Shabani Malik, Event Coordinator, D-Braid, to formally close this inaugural function. Dr. Shabani Malik.
Thank you, ma'am. Distinguished guests, esteemed speakers, and dear participants, as we conclude this inaugural session and set the stage for this first international conference on computational intelligence for communication, security, and sustainable development, it's both an honor and a privilege to extend my heartfelt thanks to the dignitaries and the august gathering who have contributed to making this event a resounding success. First and foremost, I, on behalf of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Institute of Technology, Port Blair, extend a special note of thanks to our chief guest, a global icon, Professor K.K. Agrawal, President, South Asian University and former NBA Chairman, Government of India. We are also blessed to have him as our BOG Chairman, whose support and leadership has been indispensable. Sir, your visionary leadership have been a beacon of inspiration for all of us. Your guidance and support in shaping the direction of this conference and the Institute has been instrumental. Sir, with your hands of blessings, your visions, your expert advices, and your wisdom, we will certainly grow. Thank you so much, sir. Our guest of honor and keynote speaker of the technical session, Dr. Makarand Madhav Ghangrekar, Director, NIT Pondicherry and Professor IIT Kharagpur. Having Professor Ghangrekar is like a dream come true for us. An academician and administrator of his stature, consenting to come on our request only shows his passion towards betterment of higher education in these remote islands. Thank you so much, sir. Your profound insights and extensive experience have enriched our discussions and provided a solid foundation upon which we have built this conference. NIT Pondicherry being our mentor institute under the new deemed to be university, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Institute of Higher Learning, we look to your forward-thinking perspectives to push the boundaries of knowledge and explore new possibilities in the field of higher education in these islands. My sincere gratitude to our chief patron, Shri L. Kumar, IAS, Secretary Higher Education, Andaman and Nicobar Administration. Sir, we are deeply grateful for your invaluable presence. Despite your demanding schedule, your presence and guidance is consistently indispensable. Thank you for your continual, invaluable suggestions and hand-holding us, sir. It reinforces and rededicates the great team for taking higher education to new orbits. Thank you so much, sir. My heartfelt thanks to Dr. Om Pal, Associate Professor, University of Delhi, who is also our session keynote speaker. Sir was just a request away in spite of a very, very short notice. Your insightful words has illuminated the forefront of this conference. The analogy drawn from the nature was the highlight of your talk, sir. I felt that since the advancements in the branch of computer science and IT is far and wide inspired by the nature, the ant colony optimization, the swarm intelligence, the neural networks, the object-oriented model are largely inspired by the nature. Thank you so much, sir. Your presence and commitment for this event is truly commendable. I thank the delegates from the government departments, Chamber of Commerce. My sincere thanks to SIO NIC, Secretary, Andaman Chamber of Commerce, practicing engineers of these islands, esteemed media colleagues, fellow researchers, and students. Thank you for enriching this session and inaugural session of this conference. To our distinguished guests and attendees from across the globe, your presence and active participation is the cornerstone of this conference. The exchange of ideas, the vibrant discussions, and the diverse perspectives will certainly contribute to the depth and breadth of our conversations. Thank you for your engagement and enthusiasm. A special note of thanks goes to the organizing committee and the volunteers. Your hard work, meticulous planning, and immense dedication have been crucial in ensuring the smooth execution of this event. Your efforts behind the scenes have not gone unnoticed, and we are sincerely appreciative of your commitment. Lastly, to all the authors who contributed their papers and will be engaging in discussions, thank you for your invaluable contributions. The knowledge and insights shared here will undoubtedly pave the way for future advancements and sustainable development collaboration in the respective fields. As we set the stage for the conference from here, let us carry forward the spirit of innovation and collaboration. I once again thank you one and all. Congratulations and best wishes. Thank you. Jai Hind. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Shabani. Now I request all dignitaries and guests to join us for a high tea arranged in the ground floor in the foyer. Please, sir. Students may remain seated here. After the high tea, all are requested to come back to this conference hall for the keynote address.
नहीं क्या बोलते हैं हिलेगा ना इसीलिए पर वो थोड़ा ना लेफ्ट ज़्यादा रहता है इसलिए
I once again request all of you to come back after the high tea for the keynote address by Professor Makarand Madhav Ganglekar, Director NIT, Puducherry, and Professor in Department of Civil Engineering, IIT Kharagpur. Thank you. Jai Hind.
A very good morning to all. It is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome you all for today's session. We are gathered here with a shared purpose and a collective curiosity, eager to engage, learn from the keynote talk from our esteemed keynote speaker. So with this, I welcome our chief guest of honor, Comm's keynote speaker for this session, Professor Makarand Madhav Gangrekar, Director of National Institute of Technology, Puducherry, and Professor in Department of Civil Engineering, IIT Kharagpur. He is fellow in INAE, member of European Academy of Science and Arts, and member of ASCE. He had been visiting scientists to Ben Gurion University, Israel, and University of Newcastle upon Tyne, UK, under Marie Curie Fellowship by European Union, and had stint as faculty of various capacities in renowned engineering colleges and research institutes. He had been working in the field of anaerobic wastewater treatment, bioenergy recovery during wastewater treatment using microbial fuel cell and bioelectrochemical systems. He is recognized worldwide in scientific community for his research contribution in the development of bioelectrochemical processes, and his research group stands among the top 3 research labs in the world in terms of scientific publications. The first of its kind MFC, based on on-site toilet waste treatment system, bioelectric toilet, developed by him, received wide publicity in electronic and print media. He has successfully completed multinational collaborative projects in European countries, and few of the projects are still going on. He has also developed design of industrial wastewater and sewage treatment plants in India and abroad. He has been working on setting up wastewater treatment plants to produce reusable, quality treated water at affordable cost. At present, he is coordinating one such project jointly funded by European Union and Department of Science and Technology, GOI. He has guided 30 PhD research scholars and 65 master students project. He has contributed 300 research papers in journal of international repute and contributed 85 book chapters. His research work has been presented in more than 284 conferences in India and abroad. He has written textbook on wastewater to water, published by Springer, and edited 3 books published by Wiley. He has delivered invited lectures in the various reputed universities in the world, to name a few: Newcastle upon Tyne, UK, Bremen, Augsburg, Germany, University of Tartu, Estonia, University of California, Berkeley, USA, Hong Kong University, etc. He has visited several universities in the world from USA, Canada, Europe, and Asia. He has received recognition of his research contribution by getting elected as Fellow INAE Vaishvik Award 2020. Member ASCE, receiving Swachh Bharat Award 2017, Gandhian Young Technology Innovation Awards, National Design Award, Best Paper Award by IEI, Distinguished Speaker Award by Indian Institute of Chemical Engineering, etc. He had worked as member of IIT Consortium for Regeneration of Water Quality of River Ganga. He has been helping various state governments, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, and industries for providing wastewater collection and treatment solutions. It is with great honor and enthusiasm that we welcome you, sir, for today's session. So now I request you to please come on the dais and address the gathering.
Thank you very much for elaborative introduction. Thanks a lot. Slide changer is there. Okay, so dear friends, very good morning once again. So at the outset, I admit that I am not a person who has a research experience in AI. I am the user in AI.
So whatever that you are hearing, that you will be hearing from a person who is not a core domain, means having expertise in this AI domain. So what is sustainable development? The sustainable development is a development that meets the needs of the present without even compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. So that, as said in the morning hours, that we make the resources available for next generations to come. The sustainable goals set by UN, they are in 17 categories addressing different issues related with the life, so that the life on this planet can be preserved, let it be including poverty, gender biasness, life above water, life below water, and all other things, development, cooperation. So everything has been covered under 17 SDG goals by European Union. European Union has set a target for imparting sustainability by 2030. So for a people to end the poverty and to hunger in all their forms and dimensions, and to ensure that all human beings can fulfill their potential in dignity and quality and in the healthy environment. So this is for the people. For a planet, the UN is determined to protect the planet from degradation, including sustainable consumption and production, sustainably managing its natural resources, and taking urgent action, particularly the recent threats that we are facing on climate change, so that it can support the need of the present as well as future generation. Similarly, ensuring prosperity of the people, so that will also be addressed. So UN is determined to ensure all human beings can enjoy prosperous and fulfilling lives, and that economic, social, as well as the technological progress is made for the benefit of the society in general. We should have a peaceful life, so determined to foster peaceful, just and inclusive societies which are free from fear and violence. Then partnership, this is possible only by partnering. So each and every country involved should partner and should actively participate in meeting the 2030 Sustainable Goal Agenda. So that will help. Thank you. That will help all countries residing in those on this planet. So the biggest environmental challenges that we are having, which are deterring the sustainability, so few of them, there are many, the list can be more exhaustive, but I am listing the forefront challenges that we are having, such as global warming. So basically we are consuming fossil fuels, more and more CO2 we are releasing into atmosphere, and that is leading to the global warming. And though we said that 2023 was the warmest year, but this year also we are realizing that the temperature is rising much faster. And CO2 level in the atmosphere already crossed 420 ppm, which used to be 280 parts per billion before industrialization. So imagine how much CO2 release that we are causing because of the industrial activity. This is mainly happened because of the poor governance, because the industrialization is mainly driven by the economic attractions, the more profit that the industry would like to earn without caring for their role for imparting sustainability or controlling carbon credit, controlling carbon emissions and managing carbon credits, etc. Food waste, as I said in the morning, 30% of the crop that we grow, cultivate, goes to waste, so that need to be stopped, avoided. Biodiversity loss, many of the species which were there on this planet are getting extinguished, so we need to care for that. Plastic pollution is another threat that we are all facing. I mean, let it be any place on this planet, you will find plastics. Even in the deep ocean, there is a huge deposit of plastics. National Geographic Channel and many other channels are being showing. So that is another threat that we are having. And imagine the kind of manufacturing that we are having. It used to be 2 million in the year 1950. So in 2015, it has gone to nearly 420 million tons of plastic. So after use, it is getting wasted and appearing in the environment in some form. So deforestation is another threat. So it is said that every hour nearly 300 football ground equivalent area of the forest is getting lost, and if this continues by this century, and we'll be left with not even more than 10% of the forest which used to be there. Air pollution in the urban area is a great problem. Many of you are aware what is happening in Delhi, particularly in the winter season. The city doesn't remain livable. It is difficult to do respiration openly. Melting of ice caps and rise in sea level, that is another threat, with the average of around 3.2 millimeter of water level rise every year. But if this continues, even we may see 0.75 meter water rise in the sea, and that will sacrifice, compromise with many of the land or landlocked area that we are currently having. So ocean acidification, this is a topic let's talk about, but that is also having the effect on biodiversity, particularly fading of the coral, loss of the coral reef. So these are the issues associated with acidification of the ocean, because the CO2 that we release, more than 30% of it is getting solubilized in the ocean water and eventually leading to acidification of it. Food and water insecurity, so this is another challenge. Soil degradation, the soil also contains organic matter, 5 to 6%. If it is not there, if it is getting depleted, then the yield of the soil will get reduced over the period of time. And all these challenges to solve, the solution lies in AI. What is artificial intelligence to a person who is non-working in AI? The simple way of defining it is, AI is about creating an intelligent machine that can learn, reason, and solve the problems like humans. It is the science of teaching computers to think and act independently from simple tasks like recognizing the faces, so it could be a very simple task, or the complex tasks like driving a car, so you can have AI for that. AI is rapidly changing how we live, how we work, and with the applications in everything from healthcare to the entertainment sector. So wide range, any domain that you name, AI will have immense application. So what was there and what we are using till now is the artificial, what we can call it as a narrow intelligence, so which is a machine learning approach. So we are training the machines with ANN or several other tools that we are having. What we need to switch over to and we are working on is artificial general intelligence. So this is a stage 2, again machine intelligence it can be called. But what reality we need and we need to march is artificial super intelligence. So stage 3 of the machine consciousness. The machine is conscious like human brain. The machine will be able to take its own decision. That way we have to train the AI. So what will be the role or contributions of AI to impart sustainability? So as a tool, AI can be used as a tool for data analytics, predictions, for optimizing the process performance. Many dependable parameters are involved in many of the systems when we are modeling, particularly environmental systems are very complex and straightforward or mathematical correlation cannot be established. So there AI can play a bigger role by involving deep data science, data analytics, data processing tools, IoT, in the morning it is talked about, ANN, robotics, machine learning. So many of these can be used for developing the AI so that either the process can be optimized or the better yield can be obtained or the product cost can be reduced by utilizing the resources to its optimal level. The AI has immense application. These are few examples: renewable energy, waste management, and even in a climate modeling. So AI can be used for environmental monitoring, particularly for wildlife tracking. AI can help in monitoring wildlife populations and their habitats. Deforestation mapping, where AI has application. Pollution detection, AI can be used. AI can be used deeply in the waste management, minimizing waste collection route by properly scheduling the waste collection, solid waste collection routes, and carrying out sorting by the AI by imaging, and then facilitating effective recycling of the solid waste that we generate. AI-driven sorting and resource recovery is feasible. Reducing landfill emissions by application of AI, that is another area. AI in the climate modeling has immense application, and now you can see and you will be realizing the weather forecast that we are having is getting better and better every day by using AI, because deep data that they are able to handle well. So that will enhance the climate model predictions. The carbon footprint reduction, it can help. AI can be used by the policymakers for recommending the strategies, and can be used for even the disaster management by developing a system which can have capability to have early detection. AI can also be explored for environmental system control, optimizing process performance, such as the performance of the water treatment plant, sewage treatment plant, performance of the industrial effluent treatment plant, air pollution control devices. AI can be used for leak detection in the water distribution system so that the non-revenue losses can be minimized. AI can also be used for designing the sewerage network so that even the leakages there can be detected to avoid groundwater pollution. AI can be used for early warning system for detecting performance failures of the treatment plant. Renewable energy sector also AI can be explored for getting the benefits. So to optimize solar and wind energy production, predictive maintenance for renewable energy infrastructure, AI can be tuned for operating or optimizing the projects which are typically utilizing multiple energy systems such as wind, solar, hydrogen fuel cells or other type of fuel cells, tidal energy or biomass based energy system. So all those can be integrated together to get best out of it. AI reduces the energy consumption in the building and factories, so that way it can benefit. AI optimizes the operation of the solar and wind farms, so that can be programmed like that to get maximum out of it. AI in agriculture, this is another big area where the new budding research scholars can explore the possibilities. So precision farming is the area what is coming up so that the fertilizer application, water application, insecticide application, precise doses can be applied as and when it is required so that we are not wasting the resources or unnecessary burdening the soil. Drought prediction and water resources management can be best managed by the AI with the irrigation database, whatever last 100 years we have. So we can come out with the solution for soil health monitoring, satellite imaging can be explored, soil moisture control can precisely regulate the irrigation frequencies and schedule. Pest control and disease detection can be done, warning systems for managing cropping events, so that way the AI can be tuned. The AI can be used for yield predictions, so AI can predict the crop yield, helping the farmers to plan better cropping patterns and rotations. So for crop monitoring management, the AI, the drone or satellite imaging can be used, machine learning analysis, the programs can be developed, the precision implementation strategies can be adopted. So to enhance overall accuracy and predictions so that optimum operation of irrigation agriculture can be managed. So the precision agriculture and automation, we can develop the definitions and principle of precision agriculture, where the AI can play a bigger role in automating the farming activities which are involved. I'm just skipping some of the slides in the want of time to save time. So again, the urban flooding is another subject where we are facing a lot of revenue loss because of the urban city remain flooded. It's leading to the life loss as well as commercial activity stops and also lead to the damage to the infrastructure. So the economic loss can be avoided by early prediction system developed by using AI. Displacement of the community it leads when the flooding occurs. Infrastructure damage it leads to the mitigation. AI can help us to develop the mitigation challenges if we properly tune AI, and that can minimize the health which is associated with the long duration flooding of any given area. So machine learning algorithms can be developed, data integration can be done with the multiple sources to predict the accurately early any such occurrence of extreme events. So the smart drainage system can be designed by automated flood barriers. It can have the overflow regulators can be controlled using AI so that the city area cannot get flooded. The primary and secondary drainage systems can be properly designed in the urban city planning. So that way the AI can be explored for minimizing the risk of floods which can be there, which can be faced in any urban area. So it will facilitate us real-time monitoring by using sensors and IoT-based device. So real-time data collection and processing is feasible. Dynamic risk assessment can be employed. Automated emergency alert can be obtained so that the resources allocation and optimization can be properly carried out. So AI also has application in urban traffic management. Many of the urban areas are heavily crowded, our metro cities, let it be Chennai, Bangalore, Delhi, and Mumbai, and Hyderabad, and many more. So AI can use in properly regulating the traffic management by optimizing the signaling time. AI can give solutions for that. The lane management, the vehicular traffic type of vehicle classification management can be done so that the lanes can be assigned for a particular type of vehicles to optimize the available space of the lane. So this way the real-time traffic control and management is possible, which will lead to the reduction in traffic congestion with the adaptive signal control strategies that will help in controlling those. So AI for real-time monitoring of the traffic can be explored. Predictive analytics for traffic management can be done. So immense application of AI in the civil engineering domain or traffic engineering are there. Efficient public, so that the efficient public transport system can be made available for the users. So if we do the SWOT analysis, strengths are the real-time data, efficiency and safety improvements will be there. So it can, if we use AI, even the risk of accident can also be minimized. So that will be the strength. So weaknesses are high initial cost when we are implementing the AI-based system. So there may be a little higher cost of the implementation. However, the opportunities are integration of the smart cities. As Government of India, we have been talking about developing smart cities. So AI will provide us opportunity to impart smartness to the cities by imparting the smart traffic management system. And the threats are, there is always, as said in the morning, the cyber security risk, potential of job displacement. So job scenario will change from one, the traffic police standing there and controlling the traffic. Instead of that, the AI, the signaling will control. So job definitions will change with the use of AI. AI can also be explored in the conservation for monitoring and protection of the wildlife, predictive analytics for habitat and conservation, AI-driven data mapping can be explored for that. In healthcare sector, it has immense application. So to increase the diagnostic accuracy, so AI-based diagnostic tools can be developed. So this will have benefit so that you are not overdosing the patient, you are not experimenting on the patient by backend using AI-based techniques. Even AI can go for the precision radiology application so that the patients are not unnecessarily overdosed. However, we need to have ethical considerations, particularly when it is a health sectors. So personal health should not be disclosed into public. So there are some ethical issues ensuring transparency and accountability of the data which is being captured by the AI. The informal consent for AI-driven treatments, the patient should give consent for that, and this way we can develop the healthcare application systems for AI for precision medicine and accurately predicting, or even predicting the early the detection systems for many of the chronic diseases which are there when the occurrence occur. Already the patient has gone into first or second stage. So even prior to that, using the AI-based data, we can have the early warning systems in a healthcare. So here again, the SWOT analysis for application of AI in healthcare is enhanced diagnostic accuracy and personalized treatment. So that is a strength. However, the weaknesses are high cost. It could lead to, and data security is a concern that patient will always have a risk that my health data should not be disclosed. Opportunities are innovations in a patient care, expanding AI applications. So it will have applications. However, the threats are ethical and regulatory challenges, resistance to the adaptation by some of the patients. So these are all threats. So AI can also be explored for intelligent city planning. So typically the architecture domain, while country is being planned, so that the smart city planning can occur without leading to the traffic congestion. The city planning also need not only traffic, ensuring that adequate road space is provided, adequate open grounds are provided for other recreational purposes. identifying institutional area which can be efficiently approached, identifying residential as well as core business district. So all those planning, the AI can play a role for efficiently managing the infrastructure and other logistic supports which is required for any of the cities. Let it be the solid waste collection system, let it be water distribution system, let it be sewage collection system. So AI will be helpful tool based on the past experience that we have. If we can digitize those data, then getting the information from the past experience, we can make our system more and more efficient by application of AI. AI also has applications in other engineering domain, the productions and manufacturing. And at the end, to conclude, the AI will be instrumental in tackling the climate change, resource scarcity, so optimizing the resource management, and also immensely it can help us in controlling the pollution which is otherwise getting caused. It will optimize the energy grid, revolutionize agriculture, and it can create a sustainable cities. However, it's crucial to develop AI responsibly to minimize its own environmental impact. So AI, the tools that we are developing, the hardware that we are using for implementation of AI, they themselves should not cause adverse environmental impact. So that care we as IT engineers or the software engineers should take care of. The balance between AI potentials, benefits, and its energy consumption is another key challenge which we need to address in coming future. And ultimately, the AI can be a powerful ally in for building a greener and a more sustainable world for all of us to remain safe. So thank you very much for your patient listening, and appeal to all of you, care for the environment, for imparting sustainability to this planet. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to extend a heartfelt gratitude for delivering such an enlightening keynote address on artificial intelligence and its applications. Your insights and expertise have provided our attendees with a deeper understanding of the current trends and future possibilities in AI. So once again, thank you so much, sir, for your invaluable work and commitment for making a difference to the world. And your efforts are greatly appreciated and admired all over the globe. Thank you, sir. So now I request all the students to move to the venue specified at the back of your ID card. So for the technical presentation session, students with the language lab written at the back of the ID card, they'll first leave the hall, conference hall. You will be escorted by the volunteers. So the students with the language lab at the back of the ID card, please. I again request everyone, please check at the back side of the ID card. The students. The language lab students only will disperse from the conference hall. And I request volunteers to please escort the students. Our students with AV Hall written at the back of the ID card, you will be escorted by our volunteers.